guys, it's Brad. I'm coming to you today live, well not right, quite live, but I'm coming to you from my front porch on my rental house. We live on a 50 US acre, 20 hectare grape farm with about 2,000 olive trees just outside of Montepulciano. We pay 700 euros a month, by the way, for those of you wondering if it's great living here. It's excellent living here. So today we're going to be looking at a house in Caprese Michelangelo, and it's just northeast, about 45 minutes from Arezzo, about an hour and 10-15 minutes from Florence, and it's a nice house. It's out in the country, and I'm doing these short videos because there's things I want to talk about. I want to be able to show you some nice properties that are for sale. They're just listings from online. These will be very short, and B, I want to be able to talk about things that I can't talk about in my regular long format videos that play every Saturday, at least once, if not two different videos every Saturday on my YouTube channel. And it's just something that I can't put this type of information in those videos when I'm in somebody's house. So here we go. When you're buying a house in Italy, you as the buyer are responsible for paying the agent that's working for you. I was looking over some listings for somebody that was paying me to look over a bunch of listings and give them my opinion on these properties and tell them about any pitfalls. And I noticed actually in the listing text, and I'll try to put it right here, in the listing text, it was talking about when the buyer's commission was going to be paid to the agent. And in this case, and it's somewhat common here, it is when the sales contract is signed, not when the house closes. Many of you, like from the United States, are probably used to paying the agent at closing. That's not the case here. If you sign a contract and if it's accepted by the sellers, that's when you're going to owe your agent. How much? In this particular case, it was 5,000 euros or 4% of the purchase price, whichever is more, plus 22% VAT. So this house was 110,000 euros that they're looking at. So they would have paid 4,400 euros, except 5,000 is more than that. So it'd be 5,000 euros plus 22% of that, 6,000 and change paid to the agent upon signing that contract, whether or not the house closes. That can be how it's done here. It varies from agency to agency. So that's something to look out for. You need to make sure that you're putting these expenses into your total budget. If you have 100,000 total max to be able to spend on a house, don't start looking at 100,000 euro houses. You need to be looking at houses that are 70,000 euros that are in pretty good shape, because the notary, the cadastral taxes for when you close, and your commissions paid to the agents are going to eat up probably about 8,000 to 15,000 euros, even on a smaller house purchase. So let's get up to Caprese Michelangelo, where today's little short property tour is at, and see what we have. So here's a nice photo of the front of the house. It's on a really nice sized yard. The lower ground level has storage, a utility area, and what we call a summer day room. The ground floor, or the first floor, is the kitchen, living, dining room, a bathroom, and a double bedroom. And then on the first floor, above the ground, there's 3 more bedrooms and 2 enclosed terraces and yet another bathroom. And I love the big verandas out front. And I like having that barbecue right there in the front of the house. You do your coals, and then there's a grill that goes over it, and you cook right there. Nice lot of wood. I like the wood features on the house. Really fits with the heavily wooded area that it's in, really like a forest. The house itself seems to be in good shape. You can see by that fence that's fallen down, there's going to be some work to do in the yard. But I mean, it's still in really good shape. Look at the hydrangeas. The grass is nice. Flowers are just beautiful. And I really like the big double doors. I mean, that gives you a lot of air, a lot of light. The floors look okay. I would say that the floors were probably done sometime, maybe in the 80s. But the kitchen seems a lot newer than that. This kitchen remodel looks to me more like late 90s, early 2000s. Nice double stainless steel sink, gas stove, electric oven. Nice. All the bedrooms seem very ample. I don't see anything wrong with the walls, the ceiling. All wood ceiling, if that's your thing, that's nice. Big windows, that's always great. The listing had said 3 bedrooms. But inside the listing, it mentioned 4, and there are indeed 4 bedrooms. This one's kind of odd. You see the door? It's like a shorter door with a big lip that you have to step over to get in here. Not sure what that's all about. It's kind of strange. And here's the last bedroom. Everything looks sparse and plain because there's no artwork or anything, but it looks like it's in really good shape. Now, one thing I wanted to bring up was I didn't see any radiators in this whole house, and I know for a fact it has no AC. That door in the hallway looks like an air intake and maybe the machinery. And then in this photo in the very upper right hand corner, you can see what looks like an air duct. So maybe it has central heat. But these are things you need to look at when you're looking at these listings and pay attention and check for things and see what mistakes may have been made, like one missing bedroom or the state of the heating system. Last but not least on these residential floors is the bathrooms, and they seem fine. They're just dated. And I know it's the new thing to have these really dated bathrooms, but for me it just doesn't work. I would have put a shower in to the bathroom, and then this bathroom, the tile is just too much for me. If that's not too much for you, I don't know what to say. Now the downstairs cantina obviously has a large staircase coming down to it. This could be very easily converted into more living space, a very big living space. A she shed, a man cave, it has a fireplace, it's not in bad shape. I would be tempted to do something with it. It looks like there's some sort of construction boxes there in the corner. To my eye, it looks like tile boxes. So maybe they had some plan already in the works to bring this space up with the rest of the house. So in my mind, this is a heck of a property for under 200,000 euros in Tuscany. I hope you guys enjoyed this shorter format. Remember, my regular videos are still always on Saturday evening, so don't fret. And if you have any questions for me, go to my website, bradsworld.it, and click on services, and I'm more than happy to help you out. See you soon. Ciao.